Hey there, it's another beautiful day. Let's watch some stuff.
Brown, orange, yellow, blue, purple, red.
Okay, now let's test the glasses out.
It's gonna be weird.
Did it change? Not yet?
A little bit.
Oh, my puppy! What colors are these? Can you see them
They blow away.
yet?
It's green, red, purple.
Oh my gosh!
What color's this?
You forgot my
good.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the huge scam surrounding those colorblind glasses. They don't work. They've been found to be misrepresented, and it's been really difficult for people to get their money back. And a lot of these people are actors, and it's really sad. My son is colorblind. Well, he's partially colorblind. He has difficulty differentiating reds and greens. Like when he was playing t-ball, he was 5 or 6 years old, and he couldn't see the orange plate in the dead grass. And he just kept running the very first time he ran to first base. It was the cutest thing. And we had to show him where it is, and somebody had to go out there and point to the base. So that way he knew where he was supposed to stop. But that's neither here nor there. What I think is interesting is if a colorblind person learns their colors based off what you tell them that they are seeing. So they see this color and they're told that it's purple. So if they get those glasses on and they see this color, they're going to say it's purple. They're not going to say it's red because that's not what they know. So either way, I'm glad this company is being outed for that terrible scam. That's an awful thing. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm so glad you're here. If you're having a good time, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. Then come back tomorrow because I'm going to make a new video every day. I do it every day.
I am very tired of disabled people getting scammed on the internet. So I'm in a Facebook group for people who have color blindness and color deficiencies, and people just kind of post stuff about that all the time. And recently someone posted this screenshot. So someone posted this screenshot with glasses that supposedly cure all types of color blindness, including the most common forms of color deficiency, and at the bottom, complete color blindness. I am completely colorblind, and there is not a single pair of glasses on this earth that will cure my color blindness. The genes in my eyes that are supposed to help me see colors do not work. The only way that I could ever see colors are if doctors literally implanted the genes into my eyes and the genes connected to my brain, and then they somehow figured out how to help me see color again. Scientists are actually in very early human trials for this, but I'm not letting anyone put anything in my eye until I know it's safe. But it just makes me really angry to see some random company trying to like scam people, saying that, oh yeah, like you'll be able to see colors if you wear our glasses. Like, it's not going to work. Like, I would love to be able to put on a pair of glasses and see all the colors that everyone gets to see, but I can't. And it just makes me mad that somebody out there is gonna fall for it. People who are color deficient have genes in their eyes working to help them see colors, and the colorblind glasses can correct that so that they see the correct colors. But as somebody who is completely colorblind, they won't work for me. And I feel the need to tell people that.
Yet another case of someone explaining what's going on inside my head a little better than I could. She explained it very well as far as the genes and stuff in your eyes for color blindness. And yeah.
Mind-blowing conspiracy theories Part 1. Was Princess Diana assassinated? Something horrible undoubtedly occurred on the evening of August 31, 1997. Princess Diana perished in a tragic automobile accident in Paris with her then-boyfriend Dodi Fayed. Some folks saw more in that night's events than just a terrible disaster. Rather, they contend that it was the product of a covert scheme carried out by British state operatives or something else. The conspiracy theories surrounding the accident came in many forms, but they all seem to stem from the same basic idea, that someone planned to assassinate Diana and was involved in the crash that night. Here are 3 reasons why people think Princess Diana was assassinated. 1. Diana believed she was going to be killed by the establishment. The idea that Diana herself believed she was going to be killed is what drives the conspiracy most. And it seems to be true that much. The most important of these is a letter that Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell, revealed. He claimed to have received it and to have kept it for safekeeping. The letter reads, "I am sitting here at my desk today in October, longing for someone to hug me and encourage me to keep strong and hold my head high. This particular phase in my life is the most dangerous. Is planning an accident in my car, brake failure and serious head injury in order to make the path clear for Charles to marry." 2. Diana's bodyguard was killed off. Even while Diana was alive, there were rumors and conspiracies about her, and the princess seemed to accept them. Diana was captured on camera in 2004 discussing her affair with former security Barry Manicky, whom she called, "the greatest love I've ever had," on the U.S. news channel NBC. But, it was all found out and he was chucked out of royal protection. Then he was killed. "I think he was bumped off," she said in the tapes. Taking up that allegation, conspiracy theorists proposed the possibility of a mystery driver who had allegedly assisted in planning the vehicle accident in which Mr. Manicky perished. He was a passenger on a motorcycle, which, some claim, was deliberately smashed into by a car exiting a junction. 3. Diana was pregnant. Mohammed Al-Fayed said that this was the cause of the He said that Diana had become pregnant with his son's child, and the British government did not like it. According to Mr. Fayed, the royal family could not accept that an Egyptian Muslim could eventually be the stepfather of the future King of England. Thus, they planned to eliminate her. It was even discussed before Diana passed away that she might be pregnant. A few weeks prior, while on vacation in France, Diana made some cryptic remarks about and quote, "a big surprise," end quote, which led some publications to assume that she might be pregnant. Thanks for watching and let me know what you guys think in the comments.
This was from a request on my Facebook page. I'll leave a link in the description if you would like to follow me. As far as the Princess Diana thing, there are so many conspiracy theories surrounding this tragic event. And every single time I look into this, there's more and more evidence that makes me believe that it wasn't an accident. I mean, nobody ever believed it was an accident. I don't know anybody that was like, "oh, that's a terrible accident." Everyone's like, "no, something happened. There was something up there. The royal family caused that to happen because there's no way, that happened in that manner." So every time I look into it, I'm just more and more convinced that the royal family is shady, super shady. Yeah.
No one has ever solved this mystery to this day. In 1947, an American ship picked up a distress signal from an unidentified vessel. The first transmission was all officers, including the captain, are dead. The next transmission was the whole crew is dead, and the last one was I. After that, it went silent. So the Americans traced the signal, and it's a ship that is drifting off in the middle of the Indian Ocean. They assemble a rescue team and go to board the ship. Once on board, they find that every single crew member has the exact same position. They have a look of terror on their face, and they all have their arms up as if they're trying to shield themselves from something. Not only that, but all bodies on the ship were decomposing at an extremely rapid rate. And although it was around 100 degrees outside, the ship was 40 degrees. The Americans decide the best thing to do is just tow the ship in for evidence. After they tied the line, smoke started to billow from inside of the vessel. The Americans all ran and jumped overboard, and then the ghost ship exploded so powerfully that it sent it flying into the air, and as soon as it hit the water, it sank, erasing all of the evidence.
I don't think that's true. It was a good story, though. I love a good ghost ship story. Remember that movie, Ghost Ship? That was a crazy opening scene. Excuse me while I go off on a tangent here. That was a great movie, though. Anyway, that was a good story. I don't think it's true.
In the world of Diddy, I do not know if things can get any crazier. If this girl start talking, it can be the end of P. Diddy. Not this girl, this girl. So if you have not heard, Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home. So Kim Kardashian allegedly has been on high-profile individuals to gain access to confidential information such as documents and top-secret information on weapons. Y'all gotta look at this. Look at this.
Closing in on Kim Kardashian. The FBI investigation, initially a tremor threatening her carefully constructed image, has morphed into a full-blown earthquake threatening to engulf her entire empire. Leaked information paints a picture of a woman who allegedly used a seductive facade to mask a ruthless ambition, wielding stolen documents and secrets like weapons. Kim Kardashian has found herself at the center of a sensational scandal, with federal authorities uncovering a shocking plot allegedly orchestrated by the reality TV star. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has disclosed disturbing details, accusing Kardashian of a scheme involving drugging high-profile men in order to pilfer crucial documents for personal enrichment and blackmail purposes.
Yes, you heard that right. They are accusing her of lacing drinks and things of that nature. So this story gets even crazier. Hold on. Watch this.
Saga unfolded when federal agents executed a dramatic raid on the residence of music mogul Diddy, revealing a cache of incriminating video footage. This footage purportedly captures Kardashian engaged in activities that have sent shockwaves through the entertainment and legal worlds alike. In a turn of events that has both stunned and captivated the public, the FBI claims that Kardashian is not only involved in the theft of vital information, but also used it as leverage to further her own interests. The gravity of these allegations has sent ripples through Hollywood.
So at this point, it look like the Feds been keeping up with the Kardashians just like us. So I'm going to keep my ear to the street and I'll let y'all know what I know. I'm out.
I was a little surprised to see that too. But Kardashians, huh? Kim Kardashian's got some little inside stuff that she's been doing with Diddy. I wonder how deep it goes. This whole Diddy web just keeps getting a little crazier and crazier as the days go on. I just heard about this yesterday, and I just wanted to dip my toes in just a little bit. Since I'm going to be sitting up on the couch for the next few days recovering, I'm going to have a lot of time to look into what's going on, and I will share what I find if I find anything good. I mean, that may just be the end of it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If there's anything else that you know, please let us all know down in the comments. We'd like to know. I know I would.
This video has an extremely disturbing backstory.
I want to preface this video with viewer discretion advised. If you're a sensitive viewer, probably not a good video to watch. So I'm sure that quite a few of you guys have seen this video pop up on your For You page. It shows Kim Jong-un right here, the leader of North Korea, meeting with a bunch of kids, but instead of the kids being happy, it appears as though they're crying. The claim for this video posted to TikTok is that Kim Jong-un is forcing these children to watch their parents have their lives publicly taken. And this is meant to explain their crying faces. However, after some research, this does not appear to be the case. From what I found, this clip is from Kim Jong-un meeting with the KCU, the Korean Children Union. And this was meant to be a photo shoot. And from further research, I believe the crying is meant to be a signal of adoration towards their leader, whether or not they meant it. Even though the original video on TikTok is not accurate, people that have been caught with flash drives containing illegal media like K-dramas have had their lives taken publicly. Without a doubt, North Korea has some of the most extreme laws in the world, so I wouldn't put it past him to do something like the caption was claiming, but in this particular case, that was not what was happening.
I had actually seen several of those posts where they said that those kids were there to watch their parents be taken out. But that, I'm glad to know that he did some research and found that that was not the situation. But Kim Jong-un's a pretty rough dude. I wouldn't be surprised if there were situations that did exist where that was happening, to make an example. And that's a pretty terrifying thing to think about.
Symbolism will be their downfall. Or is it just art? And let me be the first to tell you, it's all connected. I mean, if you know, you know. But first, let's go back to that video of Ellen DeGenerate. When the camera turns, you can see the inside of her house. Now, see that picture right there? Well, if you pause it and look it up, it says evil thoughts with revenge right next to it. Here's another picture of Ellen in her house, and this is the picture behind her. Now, the thing I'm curious about is the letters on top of the picture. These look oddly similar to the letters Marina Abramovich writes out when she does spirit cooking. Remember the beginning of the video? It's all connected. And that person that was in all red is Lady Gaga, and she went to Marina Abramovich many times for teaching. But let's continue. This is another picture of Ellen in her home. She's cutting her mother's hair, but what is that picture above her head?
Looks like they're all wrapped up in some crazy demonic Satan worshipping stuff. I don't know. I don't know what Lady Gaga dressed up as Wilson has to do with anything. If it even was, it just happens to look like Wilson. What a coincidence, right? Let's find this coincidence and we'll tag it with this coincidence and we'll call it satanic. You could even say she was dressed up as Bloody Groot, for crying out loud, and then loop Vin Diesel in there somehow. It's really silly. Sometimes it's a bit of a reach. As far as the artwork in Ellen's house, really? Oh, that being said, my cup is almost empty, so I'm going to call it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate your time, and I really hope to see you tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. I'm going to have new stuff. It's going to be fantastic. I hope. Have a wonderful day.